Germany's tank forces evolved from light experimental vehicles into some of the most feared armored machines of the Second World War. In this video, we will explain every major German tank and tank destroyer, from the early Panzer I to the massive Jagdtiger. Introduced in 1934, the Panzer I was Germany's first mass-produced tank. It was lightly armed and lightly armored, and it was never meant to fight enemy tanks directly. Instead, it gave the German army a starting point for building its armored force. The Panzer II entered service as a temporary solution while more advanced tanks were still being developed. It carried a 20mm gun and offered better mobility than the Panzer I, but it was still only a stopgap design. Originally built in Czechoslovakia, the Panzer 35T was taken into German service after the occupation of the country. It was useful in the early years of the war and helped Germany expand its armored strength. The Panzer 38T became one of Germany's most reliable early war tanks. It was mechanically dependable and served well even after it was no longer competitive as a frontline medium tank. The Panzer III was designed to fight enemy armor and became one of the main German tanks during the early and middle stages of the war. It played an important role in the Blitzkrieg campaigns and remained valuable even as the war changed. The Panzer IV began as an infantry support tank, but upgrades transformed it into Germany's most important medium tank. It served throughout the war and became the backbone of many German armored units. The Stug III was technically an assault gun, but it became one of Germany's most successful armored vehicles. Its low-profile, strong gun, and relatively simple design made it highly effective on the battlefield. The Marder III was an emergency answer to stronger enemy tanks. Germany mounted a powerful anti-tank gun on an existing chassis, creating a fast and practical tank destroyer. The Nashorn carried a very powerful gun on a lightly protected vehicle. It was vulnerable in close combat, but at long range it was extremely dangerous to enemy armor. The Hetzer was a compact and efficient tank destroyer. It reflected Germany's late-war need for practical weapons that could be produced quickly and used effectively. The Panther was developed after Germany encountered the Soviet T-34. It combined sloped armor, strong firepower, and good mobility, and many historians consider it one of the best medium tanks of the war. The Tiger I became one of the most feared tanks of the Second World War. Its thick armor and powerful 88mm gun made it deadly, but its complexity and weight also made it difficult to maintain. Known as the King Tiger, the Tiger II pushed heavy tank design even further. It had immense firepower and strong armor, but its size made it slow, heavy, and difficult to support in the field. The Jagdpanther combined the Panther chassis with a powerful anti-tank gun. It was one of Germany's most respected tank destroyers because it blended mobility, armor, and firepower very effectively. The Jagdtiger was the heaviest German armored fighting vehicle to see combat. It carried enormous firepower, but its weight and mechanical problems limited its battlefield usefulness. From the tiny Panzer I to the massive Jagdtiger, German tank development followed the changing demands of war. Some of these vehicles became legends, and others became lessons, but all of them shaped the history of armored warfare.